Alright guys, welcome back to my channel. For the new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. For the viewers, thank you for clicking this video. So in today's video guys, I am going to be breaking down this specific strategy that you need to pass your prop firm challenge. Right now guys, this strategy guys has helped me to pass my phase 1 of my SIG fund, right? And guys, this SIG fund guys, it has a consistency rule, right? And I was able to actually pass this consistency rule by trading the SDI stop loss model, right? Now essentially guys, the SDI stop loss model basically means two things, right? So the first thing is guys, price needs to reach your area of interest in this case here. Now when price reaches your area of interest, you have to wait for a doji candle to be formed. Now this is doji candle being formed, and then the last step is now to wait for your entry to be given. So in this case here, your entry would have come from this candle here or from this candle here. So now what I'm going to do guys, I'm going to literally break down this specific trade that I'm in currently right now. So essentially guys, I've passed my phase 1 of my SIG fund, and now I'm on the phase 2. And for phase 2 guys, I have to hit a 5% profit target, right? And not just that too, I have to also have 3 profitable trading days. So essentially guys, I have to make at least 0.5% for at least 3 days. It doesn't have to be consecutive, but still I have to hit those profitable days. Now guys, the reason for my entry here is very simple guys, right? So first off guys, we need to understand the trend of the market. So right now guys, the trend is currently still sells. Why? Because this is the high right here that price needs to break for the trend to change, right, from sells to buys. The reason I'm saying this is because guys, in my ebook I literally explain this to you guys, that whenever you're looking for a change of trend, right, you have to look at the pivot points. The way you look for a change of trend is by waiting for price to break the previous low, in this case when price is selling. But essentially guys, this is the high that price needs to break for the trend to change from sells to buys. And as you can see guys, price did manage to go all the way up here, and in my previous video I did mention that I wanted price to reverse from this area here, but as you can see, price did go all the way up here, and now it's looking to continue the trend. So right now guys, the reason I actually entered this trade is very simple. So these white lines here are basically my 1 hour area of interest. So in this case here guys, I actually don't even need to mark this area of interest because it's not needed. So right now guys, what I have as my area of interest is basically these 2 lines here, this one and this one. And the reason I have this one marked up is very simple guys. As you can see, price ended up breaking and retesting here, breaking and retesting, as you can see, right? It kind of disrespected it here, but it still respected it here. And then as you can see, it respected it here, respected here, and then respected here. So that's the reason why I have this marked up as my area of interest. And then also here, very simple, this area, this area, this area, this area, and as you can see, price is looking to react from that area again. But that's basically why I have this marked up as my area of interest. And the daily time frame is basically the same thing. It's just the bigger time frame, as you can see, boom, right? And then also here, boom. If I actually extend this to the left, you're going to see that price did react from this area also, as you can see. So it's not like as if I'm making this shit up, right? So like that. Now in terms of my entry guys, it's very simple guys. For the SDI model to happen guys, you have to first off wait for price to reach your area of interest, right? So in this case here guys, I actually had my area of interest marked up here. Now the next step is to wait for a doji candle to be formed. So in this case, this was a doji candle being formed here. Now once that happens, you mark your box like that, boom. Make sure it's a gray box because that's, you know, I mean, it differentiates things for you, right? And then the next step guys is to make sure that price gives you an entry. So in this case here guys, you would have actually taken your entry from this level right here. So if I actually took my entry from here, boom, you can see that if I put my stop loss directly above that doji candle, I would have actually been stopped out, which is perfectly fine. But as you can see guys, price still ended up giving us another entry here again, which is actually a much more better entry. So in this case here guys, you can actually be very confident that price will not even go all the way up here. Why? Because price has actually taken out the liquidity first, right, and then closed inside that doji candle. Now because it has closed inside the doji candle, and then the doji candle then now means a sign of resistance zone, right, or a sign of a really strong support or resistance, price decided to sell from there. As you can see guys, if I actually took a sell from here right now guys, I'd have looked actually past my account, literally, you feel me? Well, in this case, as you can see guys, price ended up not doing that. I actually did not even enter this trade here until I actually entered all the way down here. And the reason for this guys is very simple. Again, when price now sold back down, it gave another doji candle, which was this doji candle here. Same thing, I marked my box like that, and then boom, I waited for price to give me an entry. In this case here, price gave me this specific entry right here. So all I then now did was instead of me entering right here, I just waited for price to go into a retracement, which it did, and then I entered right there, and then stop loss above the doji candle right there. So in this case here, guys, like learning from my lesson here, I would assume that if I was to, let's say for example, price has not taken out the liquidity yet, then my stop loss would probably be, let's say 3 to 4 pips above, you know what I mean, the box right there in this case here. Same thing here, right? So basically what I'm waiting for right now is for price to do the same thing here. So in this case, we want price to, from here, react in the sell. And as you can see again, I actually have another entry again here, right? And then same thing, the reason I'm entering this trade is basically the same thing here. If I remove this, you're going to see that price gave another doji candle right there. So it is a sign of resistance. Boom. I put my box and then I wait for an entry. So in this case, the entry here was basically the evening star. That's basically why I entered here again. And guys, we're looking to, you know what I mean, sell all the way from here down to this level right here to take out this liquidity at the bottom right here. So this is basically how I look at price right now, right? So in this case here, guys, I can actually take a trade right now, which I'm actually going to do after I finish making this video. But basically, guys, like I would actually love to take a trade here. Why? Because now you can actually take a much more better entry. So in this case here, my stop loss would probably be 3 pips above this box. So in this case here, to be 14. So 14 right there, 14.1, whatever. And then boom, from here, now the original TP was basically there. This is a 1 to 3, but now this is what? A 1 to 7. So you see how waiting for that drawdown to happen actually gives you an advantage whenever you are in the trade, right? But that's basically what you need to do, guys, in terms of, you know, I mean, passing your profit from using this specific strategy called the SDI stop loss model. Now, guys, if you do want to have access to this SDI stop loss model, then click the first link at the comment section, open the link, put your full name and your email, and you will get this link to access this ebook, guys. This ebook is how many pages? It's literally like 40 pages right now, and this is basically a cumulative of my 4 years of trading experience. But yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I hope you guys gained a lot from this. I will see you guys in a different video. Peace.